In this vignette, I will be playing social worker Sue Green, and Bree will be playing Kurt, a 17-year-old male client. The setting is a high school counseling office. Sue and Kurt have contracted to work on his relationship with Mike, a friend who has been pressuring him to do things that he believes might get him into trouble. In this session, I will attempt to use solution-focused therapy to continue Sue's work with Kurt.
Hey.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
How was your week?
Kind of rough. A little rough.
Why? Why was it rough for you?
Well,
Sorry, is it okay if I ask that? I'm not sure.
If you want to talk
more.
It out.
Okay, great.
Get it out.
Great.
Mike.
Yeah.
He actually just got arrested the other day for shoplifting. And he looked to me for support, and I didn't know what to do or what to say because like I've said, I feel like I don't really want him or his influence in my life, and now he's asking me for advice, and I don't know what to say really.
So last week, when we met, we had kind of left concluding that you would be thinking about Mike, but also some of the other like relationships you had mentioned, and what you wanted. And so does this impact that thought? Or as you thought about that, were you impacted by him being arrested?
Yeah, definitely. I think this is the last thing that really helped me make the decision that he no longer can be part of my life. This was the last straw. This was like a realization. If I continue to be his friend, I may go down the path, and I have way too much going for myself, I think. I'm still so young that I don't see myself in jail for doing things that I know I shouldn't be doing. So this was it.
How did you manage him asking for support?
I kind of I told him, hey, I'm working on homework, even though I wasn't. I was just kind of like lounging around the house, and of course I was shocked, but I wasn't shocked. So I try to just tell myself, like, this was probably going to happen one day or another. But I just told him, like, hey, I'm sorry, like that stinks, but I can't really talk about it right now because I have to do this assignment for school. And
that was smart to it seems like what does one say to that? I'm not sure I would know what to say to my friend who said I've just been arrested as I'm thinking about maybe not being friends with this person anymore. So I think that was smart. I wondered too, though, so we had kind of left off with you saying you didn't know how to kind of end this relationship if that was what you wanted. Do you feel like you've ended it, or do you feel like it's still open?
I feel like he hasn't really realized that I've been sort of trying to pull away from him. I think he just takes it as he is doing I got other stuff going on in my life. I feel like that's how he thinks of it. So I think I need to just be straight up and tell him I don't think it's a good idea to be your friend. I mean, he's been my friend practically my whole life. So it's of course it's hard to bring myself to say that out loud to him. So I'm definitely struggling with how I should say that, but I feel like no matter what, it is something that I have to do.
And if like this situation worked out perfectly, it worked out the exact way that you wanted it to work out with telling Mike, hey, I can't be your friend anymore, how would he respond?
I think it can go one of two ways. I think that he could lash out at me and be really
What's
confused.
what's like the perfect response though?
Perfect.
What if it could be perfect?
Him understanding that he's not going down the right path and that I do have good things going for me, and the most perfect thing that would happen was that he turned his life around, because then that means I could have my best friend back. That's the overall what I'm wishing will happen. So that's
Because it's still hard to. I think you had said this, that it's hard to say something like I don't want to be friends or I can't be friends because of the way things have been going to someone who you stood by and you've had all these great connections with before. How does that make you feel? Is that, well, I'll let you say. Sorry, more so.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult, and I can tell that I've been struggling to possibly losing my best friend, and how that's going to be in the long run. And I think like, wow, what will I be missing out on not being his friend?